Looks like a lot of activity going on over on the Caloosahatchee River here in Cape Coral, Florida. People are boating. The river's flowing real nice. How's it going, old schoolers? You are kicking it old school, and I'm your host, Russell J.S. I'm just taking a few moments. But first off, I want to say Happy New Year. It is, I believe right now, it is January 2nd, 2021, Saturday. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just thought I'd go ahead and make my 61st video, my second video of the year, of the new year. Doing it over at a park here in Cape Coral, a city park. Lots of activity going on today. I mean, looks like a birthday party going on at that pavilion. People are having picnics. And of course, me talking to you. Well, New Year's has come upon us. Another Christmas come and gone. And this is actually a time where we think about New Year's resolutions. What we plan on doing for the new year. Hopefully 2021 will be much better than 2020. I mean, a lot of things had happened. You know, with the COVID, and places were closed down, people were laid off, and, you know, it's just been a crazy year for every one of us. But I'm just taking my time right now making this video out here in JC Park in Cape Coral, Florida. If you are new to the channel, please hit a like on the video if you like it. Subscribe and leave a comment in the box down below. I would love to correspond with you. But, you know, it's got a nice cool breeze here on the river. This is the Caloosahatchee River, which flows from Lake Okeechobee. If you ever look at the map of Florida in the southern region, right by the east coast, it's that little spot of water right there in the center, just above Miami and Fort Lauderdale. And this flows all the way from Lake Okeechobee into the Gulf of Mexico. And, you know, I see all kinds of people. They're just having a good old time. I'm just enjoying a Saturday afternoon. Funny thing was, I passed out real early last night watching TV, and I woke up this morning at 2 in the morning. And I had been doing all kinds of activities since then. I mean, I got up early in the morning, went and did my laundry, had a shower, had breakfast, and then I had spent the week binge watching all the Star Wars movies, starting with the prequels last week, and then I finished it off with Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Probably tomorrow I'll go ahead and start the prequel, the sequel trilogy, of the Skywalker saga. Sometimes when I watch those movies, I'll either watch them, original trilogy first, then the prequels, and then when the sequel trilogy, I'll go ahead and I'll watch, like, after The Force Awakens, I'll watch Rogue One, and then after The Last Jedi, I watch Solo, and then I watch The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know, I'm kind of weird like that, and sometimes I watch the Indiana Jones movies that way, Sometimes I'll start off with Raiders of the Lost Ark, then Temple of Doom, or I'll just start it with Temple of Doom. But yeah, it's just a real nice day, nice breezy day, for January here in Florida. And I'm planning on making more videos. Like I said, I've had some issues with the tablet where I come to realize, I had to clean out some files and take out the SD card that I had stored in there. And I'm kind of having issues with making videos with my phone where they cut out. But, I just wanted to take my time to, tell you I hadn't gone anywhere. And if you look again over here on the river, on the other side is Fort Myers, Florida. Somewhere, Cliff Williams from AC/DC, these guys, he's got a place out there, and Brian Johnson out in Sanibel Island, which isn't too far, and it's on the ocean. Brian Johnson also has a permanent residence there as well. And it's said that Angus Young, I don't know how true it is or not, Angus Young has a place in Sarasota, and so does Axl Rose. But, New Year's is a time where we reflect on things. I'm going to go over to Mustang Sally here. People are probably looking at me weird. You know, I guess I haven't seen a guy talk to a tablet before. But, yeah, hold on, let's go into Sally here. But, a lot of the times, there we are, you know, I come to thinking, and, you know, New Year's is a time where we contemplate. You know, we start over with a new year. Let me fix my hair. Yeah, I haven't had a haircut in, well, since probably July. But, you know, we contemplate on things we want to do, you know, at the beginning of a new year. Like something we didn't accomplish in the previous year. Did we go on that diet to lose weight? Did we set off to do what we wanted to do? Well, you know, we talk about these things, and some people will look at us and be like, well, why don't you just up and do it? You know, well, sometimes it takes money to do things, and, you know, sometimes you get so sidetracked and busy with your life that you forget all about it. I mean, one of the things I want to do is, I definitely want to get in contact with some friends who played music, just like I have, and maybe get something going on, you know, musically, maybe start a group, kind of like an old school mixture of punk rock and heavy metal. Punk rock like Ramones and Misfits, and then heavy metal being the style of like, well, with my heavy metal, the heavy metal I always was influenced by, I always listened to a lot of it and a lot of punk rock, but the main influences I have with heavy metal and punk rock would be like, you know, Black Sabbath and AC/DC, Motorhead, Anthrax, Pantera, Guns N' Roses, and my main influences for, punk-wise stuff would be like, I don't know, you know, the Ramones, the Misfits, Black Flag, Fear, Dead Kennedys, L7, Nirvana. I mean, I'm really getting back into guitar playing again, and maybe I could form some kind of band or something. You know, some kind of, you know, punk metal unit type. You know, like, you know, have me and 3 other musicians, and, you know, we play like those bands, only faster, and since the Ramones, you know, like their early stuff doesn't have much lead guitar work, you know, put some kind of lead guitar over power chords like the way heavy metal originally was going to sound. You know, things like that. I mean, lots of contemplating that I do in my life. I mean, I've always been a deep thinker. You know, I've always, you know, relaxed my thoughts. And to me, yeah, I just turned the AC on there. To me, you know, it's like, what better place to relax with your thoughts than a local city park? I am astonished to see that you got all sorts of activity going on here. But you know what? We all have lives to live, and we have to have fun in life. That's all I have to say about it. And, you know, like I said, I've got some things in the works. Again, another prime example about how, you know, in the new year, you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you know, and you get sidetracked or something came up, or you were busy. Like the COVID. I mean, I was ready. I know I've been talking about, you know, how I was going to get out and see some old school stuff like muscle car museums and, you know, filming locations for classic movies that were filmed here. And, well, it just didn't happen because of the COVID. You know, a lot of places closed down, and it was just a mess. It was a nightmare. And, you know, like everything was closed down, supposed to be closed down for 14 days, and, you know, it became like a forced Lent. If anybody's Catholic, you know how Lent goes, you know, like starting Ash Wednesday, you have to give up something for 40 days and 40 nights until Easter. It was almost like that. I mean, we even had to give up going to church. I mean, churches were forced to shut down because of this. It was a complete mess. It was a complete catastrophe. But you know what? We're slowly rising above it. And I guess they've got vaccines out and everybody is social distancing. And, you know, we're doing what we got to do to stay healthy. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you. I do apologize for the last few months for not making a video. I mean, you know, it's like I said, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, and comment. Anyway, I gotta go ahead. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I gotta get something to eat. I have some other stuff I gotta take care of. So this is your old pal, Russell J.S., wanting to wish you all and your families a Happy New Year, Godspeed, and may the Force be with you always.